Hey guys, it's Carly. We're going to talk about something really fun today. We're going to talk about the unauthorized Chinese translations of Harry Potter. And there are so many of them that I've got to do it in parts. So this is part one. And a special shout out to Sean McAllister, who is a fellow collector and loaned me all of his unauthorized Chinese books so I could make a video, or actually in this case, videos. So thank you very much to him. First things first, what is an unauthorized book? Essentially, it is any book that was published without buying the publisher's rights. So basically, somebody just set up shop, got a printer, printed a book, bound it, sold it as part of a franchise, in this case, Harry Potter, without okaying it with the Harry Potter, people like Blair and Chris Little, all of her agency, all of that. So she has no knowledge of them other than after they've come out on the marketplace. She's not being paid for them when they sell. They're just unauthorized. They're just books, and anybody can make them. So I think that's fascinating, and there are so many of them in China that the demand for the Chinese, or demand for Harry Potter books in China, must be astronomically high because there are so many unauthorized books. And it's not just unauthorized copies of books 1 through 7. Some people have even written brand new stories and sold them as Harry Potter books, and I have some of those today too. All right, so this is definitely unauthorized. It is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It says so in English. It's all in English. It's bigger than the UK copy. And what they've done, honestly, with this book, you can tell by the copyright page. Whoever made this book took a 19th print Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It says 19 here on the copyright page. That's how I know. They copied the text, everything, including the cover, printed it all, bound it together, and sold it as a Harry Potter book. And it sold probably on the streets in one of the bigger cities. I've seen up to book 3 done like this. I don't know if all 7 were, but if you know, let me know. It may have even been done by different people. I don't know who did this one, but anyway, pretty cool. And here we have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone featuring movie art. And this is actually a really pretty book. It kind of looks like a comic book. There's Dumbledore, Richard Harris's Dumbledore. And then all of the paper, it's actually really beautiful. All the paper is printed like this, and it changes colors throughout the book, as you can see there. And I don't know what dictates the color change, if anything. The pages just alternate between those 3 colors. It's really pretty. And there's no English in it, so it may not even be Philosopher's Stone, but from the cover art, I'm guessing it is. This one, I don't know if it's an unauthorized, any of the books 1 through 7, or a brand new story. There's no English, so I can't tell you, but the cover is cool. And if you know what it is, please tell me down below. I know Sean knows. I forgot to ask him, and I'm making the video now, so it's a little too late. Anyway, here's the cover and the back side, and there are several of these editions running around. There's the inside. I think that's interesting, that picture of the girl. And I don't read, like I said, I don't read any Chinese, so I don't know what's going on here. And then the book starts. And this one was actually in a library. It's got library stamps here and a library card there. So at some point it was in an official library, so it leads me to believe it's at least one of the 7, maybe Chamber of Secrets, although I don't know why I say that. Here's another one from that same edition, and this feels thinner, so maybe it's Philosopher's Stone. Backside is the same, and the interior is the same as well. It has the same here and there. And then the book starts, and it's just printed on cheap paper, cheap and laminated paper, so it's foxing quickly. And this is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and they certainly did their own thing pretty much with the cover. It is a side-by-side book, so English here, Chinese here, and it's that way throughout the whole book. English here, Chinese here. So it'd be great for people who are trying to learn English, I guess. And the pages are like super thin. They're almost transparent. You can see right through them. I don't know if you can see how thin that is, but if you look at the book in any kind of lighting, you can see the next page. They would have to do that to cram 2 Order of the Phoenix in this thin of a book. This is Harry Potter in platform 9 3/4. And I think it's more of a character discussion book, but I love the cover. I think it's just beautiful. And the interior, like the illustrations within, I honestly spent about an hour flipping through this when Sean sent me this because it is so pretty. And there's your Hogwarts letter of admission. I wish I knew more about this book actually. The contents page and chapter 1. Welcome to Hogwarts, School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It's so pretty. Like, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I've not seen another one of these. I don't usually collect unauthorized things. That's why I had to borrow these from Sean. But I really like this book. I just don't know what it is. Like, here's part 2, and we've already got the Ford Anglia, and it's the journey from platform 9 3/4. And there's the houses. I don't know if it's just kind of a companion book and it tells you about places in the books. Now we're at Diagon Alley. I'm not sure what this is, but I really would love a copy at some point. Here they are arriving to the castle in their boats and being sorted. There you go. Isn't that great? I could show you this whole book, but I won't. It'll take too long. Closer to the end, you get more black and white illustrations. There's one more for the road. This is a fake Harry Potter book. They just made up the title. And it is Harry Potter, Leopard Walk Up to Dragon. What's funny is on the title page of the book, it says Harry Potter, Leopard Walk Up to Draton. Draton. They misspelled dragon. On the back, it's correct though. And it's very own cover art. They tried to make it kind of look like Grand Prix stuff a little. I've not read the story, obviously, so I don't know what it's about, but I'm guessing a leopard walking up to a dragon. Oh, there's a poster in here with an order sheet. Huh. There's the poster that's in the book. And hi, ES readers. They want you to tell the publishing company about you, apparently in English. This is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets knockoff. Apparently the basilisk is a giant T-Rex that you can ride. Unless maybe it's not really Chamber of Secrets. They just have the title in here wrong. They have one thing in English, and it's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter and the Jurassic Park. I've actually never seen this one before. Very, 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 very weird. And if this is indeed Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, if it does say that, I know it's hard to kind of read. If it does say that, let me know, because the cover art makes me laugh. This is another Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets according to the title page. It has, like I said, one thing in English, and it's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So it's thin, and it says illustrations by Mary Grand Prix, which this definitely was not. Although they tried to make the Harry kind of look like hers a little. There's the back side. Very strange. Gotta say though, after looking at both of those supposedly Chamber of Secrets, the characters down here don't match. So chances are one of them is not Chamber of Secrets. Or they've changed the title to something else. Or maybe it's a whole made up story. I don't know. Maybe the one with the dragon. The one with the Tyrannosaurus Rex maybe is something about Harry Potter going back in time to Dinosaur Land. I don't know. But I know the characters don't match. At least the last 2, 3, they don't match unless they're different representations of the same word. I'm still mind blown over the dino. This one, I can't tell you what it is at all. There's no English there for me to read, but I love the illustration. I think it's really beautiful. The backside is the same as the front, just without the letters. But I really think it's lovely. The different greens, even the gold here. It's really pretty. I wish, if you know what this says down here, let me know, because I would love to find out. This so this is a fake Harry Potter book. It's none of the 7. And it was whatever the title is in Chinese, I don't know, but it had to be very poorly translated into English because it's Harry Potter and the Filler of Big. I don't know what that means. So if you know what this really says, I would love to know, because Filler of Big just doesn't make a lot of sense in English. But they took Harry from Goblet and then they put him on a similar looking background, only not, and then called it Filler of Big. It's a brand new story. And if you happen to have read it, let me know. Yep, they even say it's by J.K. Rowling. It's just not. Anyway, Harry Potter and the Filler of Big. It cracks me up. And if you know anything, because I certainly don't know much, I don't collect these. I don't know much about them other than what is printed in the book. So if you happen to know anything about them whatsoever at all, please let me know. I would love your information. And for those of you who are going to ask, these can be found on eBay. I've seen them there. I've seen them up on books as well, although not as often. And if you have any questions about collecting, blah, 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 blah. And if you have any questions about collecting authorized Harry Potter books, those I know something about, you can put them in the comments below. You can send me an email through my website or just to my email. You can also check me out on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, or Twitter. With that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Super happy collecting.